Hi everyone, welcome back into another video. Bit of a Grand Prix update. Haven't got loads to tell you, but let's get straight into it anyway. Yeah, so I'm sat here recording this on Thursday night, and normally I'd be saying, oh my god, I can't believe practice week's gone so quick, it's all come to an end and we go racing tomorrow. But it's just like the worst, strangest week. Obviously we didn't start too bad, and when I made that last video and we're talking about the gym and we're talking about the nice weather leading up, and we had 3 good days of weather and Sunday was good, and then it was good. And then Sunday didn't really go to plan, did it? We had the red flag and the delay. We got going again. Boys got some good laps in. The weather was nice. It was decent, a bit blustery, but and then obviously we had the second red flag, which turned out to be obviously as bad a news as we can have here. So we lost a rider, and obviously I can't go into the details of that for obvious reasons. But as it is, every time it happens, it's sad. It's really sad for everyone involved, and happening on the first day, there's so much excitement on the first day. There's so people so looking forward to the event and getting their first laps in for 12 months for a lot of the lads. And then when that happens on the first day, it really puts us like a sour taste in everyone's mouth. And yeah, it's just what more can you say other than it's a terrible accident, and yeah, condolences to the family and friends, and just as everyone else says. So yeah, it's a huge loss. They always are. And then since then, we've had nothing but bad weather. We almost got away with it last night, was it? I've started to lose track of it. Got the roads closed, and it was a decent day yesterday as well, which it almost hurts even more because obviously we can't bring them sessions forward on those days, but when you've had a nice day of weather and you kind of know the bad weather's coming, and then you close the road and within 15 minutes we're having to scrap the session because of weather, it just makes it even worse. It's like someone's doing it on purpose to cause as much upset as possible. It becomes really frustrating. And then we've had today written off as well, and went to work this morning and then came back and got everything started to get stuff ready. Kind of knowing it was going to be called off, but you've got to prepare anyway, because if it goes ahead and you're not ready, you can be in trouble. So yeah, and then tomorrow's not looking great. So I hate to sound all doom and gloom, and I'm not doom and gloom. There's nobody more optimistic about the way that things going on here than I am. If there's a chance it might happen, I'm like, yeah, it's going to happen. But yeah, tomorrow doesn't look good either, and the frustration of the schedule that people will not stop going on about. Yeah, it is frustrating, and I know it should be 2 weeks. I wish it was 2. I wish it was 3 weeks. I love it, and I just want more of it. So I want them bigger. I want more. But this was still practice week. It was still a week of practice, or minus tomorrow. And the weather was bad, and we're not going to go out. And I've talked about this before. The first year I did it, we didn't go out on the first day. We didn't go out on the second day. Then we got 1 day, and then I think 2 days off and another date. And there's been bad years in the past, and there'll be more in the future. But it's just because it's fresh in your minds now. You just go, this is the worst year ever. Like everyone was saying TT, worst year ever. But it's not. It wasn't, and it won't be. It's just because it's happening right now. And I've been really busy today on the simulators because everyone's sick of sitting in the paddock. So we've had the boys down, and we've had a great day today, and it's been so good to spend time with some of the lads. We've had lads who've got TT podiums, all the way down to lads who are just in the second year at the Grand Prix, and everyone is obviously here for the same reason. Everyone's frustrated. Some of the TT boys aren't as bad. They're sick of it, but the frustration isn't as bad because they feel on slower machinery at the Grand Prix compared to the fast bikes at the TT that they were only riding 2 months ago. They don't feel completely, burdened by it as much because they're up to speed for this year on big bikes. They can jump on the little bikes and still go pretty quick. But the lads who are genuinely here, Grand Prix lads who haven't ridden for 12 months, some of them haven't even done a lap yet. Some people have done bit part laps, and some people have completed 2 or 3, but that's pretty much it. And it's like, I haven't done a lap. The furthest I've got round is onto the mountain, and then that's it. So it's just, yeah, like I was humming and hawing whether you can make the video because we haven't got too much to talk about, but yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's really frustrating, and all the extra sort of curricular activities that are like coming for memorial laps and Derby Day and stuff. It's none of it's going to go to plan, because even if the weather was perfect from now on, all the time's now taken up with the racing, and there's no room for anything else. And ultimately, something's going to have to give here, and I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. It might be a couple of laps here and there. It might be a race here and there. It just depends what happens with the weather, because if we don't practice tomorrow, and by the time this is out, it's probably going to be tomorrow and we'll know, but if we don't get anything on Friday, we're then looking at it's Saturday morning, and we've had 1 day of practice, and that was on last Sunday, so we're really struggling here. But everyone's doing as much as they can to try and make it happen, with all the best will in the world, the most organised. Just, you can't control the weather. You just can't control it. And I've had some people talk to me about, it was one of the TTs in the 80s, and it's like, there's the same thing. They didn't go out for practically an entire week of like nothing on the course because of the weather. And if that was back then, when they did go out, when the conditions were iffy, if they weren't sending them out, then it must have been really bad. And you do get these freak weeks or 2 weeks of bad weather when you have a combination of things. Obviously, I'm no meteorologist, but with the jet stream, and there'd be some kind of Atlantic storm that's come from the States that was a hurricane. And you get a combination of this, and you can't shift it. It's just weather front after weather front off the Atlantic, and there's nothing you can do about it. And sod's law, next week, it'll probably clear up, high pressure will move in, and it'll be beautiful. But don't forget that the last TT was like the best session of weather we've had for as long as I can remember. So it works both ways. It's just really unfortunate, and don't know what else to tell you really apart from that. In that first session, the first crash at Kate's cottage, and Jamie Williams was involved, and I believe he has got some kind of fracture or break to his pelvis, which is it is a serious injury. And someone told me today that he was being operated on today in theatre, having that sorted out. So get well soon to him. And then with some of the incidents, we were getting moved around and things. I ended up back at the gooseneck again, and the second session, so after the first red flag, we got going again, running through, and there's some hairy lines coming into that gooseneck, and there's some boys going around that corner faster than some of the TT lads, and you're like, ooh, you're pushing there, you're really pushing, and somebody did push too hard. Dick, lost the front, and it's not the worst place in the world to crash the gooseneck, because you don't tend to be going too quick. It's uphill, and he jumped up and he was fine, pushed the bike away, and he was all good. But it's they're always a little bit more of a when they happen right in front of your eyes, compared to go to an incident, time to prepare and think about what you're coming across. But when they happen in front of you, they're a little bit more of a need to just act straight away. And yeah, we got it cleared up. Marshall's up there, absolutely spot on. That was all done really, really good. So he'll be back out over the next couple of days once this weather clears through. Yeah, that's pretty much my update. I haven't got loads to tell you about, which haven't been on the bikes for 4 or 5 days now. We haven't had any action, have we? So hopefully we're going to find a window in the next few days and get in what we can get in. And all I'm thinking about is TT, was it 2019? We managed to cram in 5 races in a day, and that might happen again. So it's not going to be ideal. The races won't be full length. They will be shortened if that's the case. But if it can be done, if they can find the window and Gary and the team can organise it, they'll do 5 races in a day if they have to. But yeah, hopefully we get some gaps in the weather over the next few days, and we can make it happen. But there's so much time and effort going into making it happen that whatever we get out of it in the end, the people who've organised it and made it happen deserve the recognition for it, because it's such a tricky task to try and juggle this game of finding a window in the weather, and then when you do, making the most out of it. So yeah, hopefully I can update you in a couple of days when we've seen some bikes on the roads, and have something a bit more positive to talk about. But thanks for watching again, and see you in the next one soon, hopefully.